To have a clue of the corruption that is coming, watch this video.
The Lord said to me, one of the greatest temptations of the last days is going to be the spirit of immorality. He said the enemy knows every other sin. You can read this in 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Every other sin committed by men is outside their bodies. But the sin of fornication and adultery is inside the body. It makes you one with the adulterer. And said it destroys, it corrupts and defiles the temple of the Lord. Said, but in the last days, this is going to be one sin that is going to be pervading like a storm. It will go through the nations, and it is going to become more and more accepted even in the church. Immorality, perversions, and all kinds of sexual sin. Says, warn my people, flee from evil, flee from wickedness.
This message is directly from the Lord Jesus Christ to the church, warning about the perversion that is coming. If you think the world is corrupt today, just wait till the Antichrist comes into play. May I also remind you that the people who were captured in the Epstein file are the people in leadership all over the world. So think of how it will be during the time of the Antichrist. The Bible already makes it clear that he does not love the company of women. So the same group in the Epstein file will be the same group that will be gathered around him in those times. And he will institute the corruption of the world to a different level. Okay, purity, modesty will be mocked, truth, justice will be silenced, and everything that is good will be referred to as evil. The world will be given over to a reprobate mind. Romans chapter 1 verse 24 to 31. The Antichrist will be the one to promote perversion during those times. Okay, what we are seeing in the Epstein file, the whole pedophilia, the whole incest, all these things will be promoted in that time. People will be committing sexual immorality in the streets, and it will be permitted by the government of the world. You're seeing people dressing naked now. We are just at the beginning. It will get to this point where people will be dressing naked in the street, and they'll be permitted by the government to do that. Like I said, the good shall be turned into evil, and the evil shall be seen as good. Look at how women, this is literally underwear. This is how women are dressing now, the young girls. Think of 10 years from now. All these ladies here are naked. Just think of how it will be when the Antichrist, who will actually give them the go-ahead, the LGBTQ, he will give them the go-ahead to do the worst. Think of how the world will be in those days. If you think you've seen the worst of corruption, just wait till the Antichrist comes into play. He will be the one to promote lasciviousness in the world. He will be the one to push for it. Remember, this will be by the power of the devil. So there will be all sorts of perversion in those days, and it will be promoted by the enemy. The whole world will see a different level of darkness. The Bible makes it clear that the world will be covered in darkness, the people great darkness. So there will be places like this on the streets in countries, okay, where people will be able to sell their body, and people will watch live and direct. So it will no longer just be in movies. It will be on the streets. It will be so bad that you have to limit the way you go out in public, just so you're not corrupted. Remember, the aim is to bring you into the image of the beast, which is totally in the flesh, dead in the spirit, okay, defiled in your spirit, polluted in your soul, to the point that you become reprobate and the Lord can no longer be in you. Pedophilia will not be a thing of the secret. It will be done publicly. Bestiality will not be a thing of secret. People will be having sexual intercourse in public. What you're seeing now on social media is just the beginning. They will begin to permit nudity on social media. Matthew chapter 24 tells us that because of lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But To make it worse, all this will not just be happening because of the desires and the lust of men, because the dragon and the fallen angels will be cast down when the tribulation time. There will be a different level of attraction to these things. People will go crazy doing all sorts of things. Perversion will be on a different level because of the presence of the fallen angels, okay, who will take up thrones on the earth. If a witch could be this attractive, a human, think of it when it is a fallen angel that is making people to behave a certain way. To have an idea of how bad it will be due to the presence of the fallen angels and the effect it will have on the people of the world, think of people having orgies to the point of passing out. It is no longer them in control. They are being mutually controlled by the influence, okay, and the spiritual power of those beings. Remember, they will be cast down from the second heaven before the coming of the Lord. There will be no fallen angel in the second heaven. There will be no city above. They will all be taken down. So their presence here on earth, okay, will lead to a different height of wickedness. Lawlessness will abound, and the love of many will grow cold. So it is not just sexual perversion, all forms of perversion in those days. So people who have lust in them, that is why you're seeing the promotion of pornography now. Majority of the people, not just in the world but in the church, are locked and addicted to pornography. All these things is leading somewhere, and if you do not purge yourself now from that spirit of lust, if you do not take care of yourself now, it will be impossible for you to control yourself, your urge during that time. When I say people will be having sex in public, it will be like madness. They will not be able to control themselves. They will be controlled literally by the spirits. And it is during that time, the climax of madness, that the rapture will take place, and only the remnants who kept themselves will be taken up. And so if you're secretly filling yourself with lust, if you're secretly still indulged on and things that defile the eyes, defile your mind, fill you up with the spirit of lust, and you're not working on yourself, you'll be a victim in those days.